Initially, the Whig interpretation of Magna Carta and its role in constitutional history remained dominant. During the 19th century, the historian William Stubbs' Constitutional History of England, published in the 1870s, formed the high-water mark of this view. Stubbs argued that Magna Carta had been a major step in the shaping of the English nation, and he believed that the barons at Runnymede in 1215 were not just representing the nobility, but the people of England as a whole, standing up to a tyrannical ruler in the form of King John. This view of Magna Carta began to recede. The late Victorian jurist and historian Frederick William Maitland provided an alternative academic history in 1899, which began to return Magna Carta to its historical roots. In 1904, Edward Jenks published an article entitled, "The Myth of Magna Carta," which undermined the previously accepted view of Magna Carta. Historians such as Albert Pollard agreed with Jenks in concluding that Edward Coke had largely invented the myth of Magna Carta in the 17th century. These historians argued that the 1215 Charter had not referred to liberty for the people at large, but rather to the protection of baronial rights. This view also became popular in wider circles, and in 1930 Sellar and Yeatman published their parody on English history, 1066 and All That, in which they mocked the supposed importance of Magna Carta and its promises of universal liberty. Magna Charta was therefore the chief cause of democracy in England, and thus a good thing for everyone, except the common people. Quote, in many literary representations of the medieval past, however, Magna Carta remained a foundation of English national identity. Some authors used the medieval roots of the document as an argument to preserve the social status quo, while others pointed to Magna Carta to challenge perceived economic injustices. The baronial order of Magna Charta was formed in 1898 to promote the ancient principles and values felt to be displayed in Magna Carta. The legal profession in England and the United States continued to hold Magna Carta in high esteem. They were instrumental in forming the Magna Carta Society in 1922 to protect the meadows at Runnymede from development in the 1920s. And in 1957, the American Bar Association erected the Magna Carta Memorial at Runnymede. The prominent lawyer Lord Denning described Magna Carta in 1956 as the greatest constitutional document of all times, the foundation of the freedom of the individual against the arbitrary authority of the despot.